day 601 of the 5-minute daily habit, the 5-minute daily plank habit. What have I learned from 5 minutes a day? I've learned that you can hack into your subconscious mind. I've learned that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of thought. I've learned that when you think, in the early days when I was starting out, when it was physically brutal, I learned that when you think you're done, you're not done. When your body is screaming at you to stop, to quit, to collapse, and your mind is telling you that you've got nothing left physically, you can always overrule it. I learned that. That was remarkable. That first month when I went from 10 seconds up to 5 minutes, I still don't really know how I did that because it was difficult for so long. I found, even to this day, I still find 5 minutes difficult sometimes. I can't say it's easy. I can say it's easier than it was or less brutal than it was, but it's a challenging, it's a physically and mentally challenging pursuit. But that first 30 days, from getting from 10 seconds to 5 minutes, I don't know how it happened, but all I can say is I started to learn the power of visualization. Because I was doing it every day, so I'd get to say 2 minutes, which was huge. So I'd never planked before. So even when I got to a minute, I was starting to think, yeah, this is tough. There's no way I'm going to get to 5 minutes. And when I got to 2 minutes, it was like, I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't think physically I could do it. I didn't think my body was up to it. But what started to happen, I started to mentally gear myself up for it every day because I knew what was coming. I knew what I was signing myself up for the next day. So I started to visualize myself the next day. So at 2 minutes, I started to visualize I'd spend all day subconsciously knowing that I was doing 2 minutes and 10 seconds tomorrow. I'd visualize myself getting to the end of 2 minutes, 10 seconds, no matter what I had to do to get there. And then I would always say to myself, if I had to find another 10 seconds tomorrow, could I? If it was life and death, could you find 10 seconds tomorrow? And it turns out, if I'm brutally honest, I could, if it was life and death. So if it was life and death, and I could, then why couldn't I if it wasn't life and death? So that's when I began to discover the remarkable power of awareness and presence and focus, discipline, consistency, mindfulness. Day 601. That's 5 minutes. Same again tomorrow.